Hi guys, how is it going? Well, I'm sitting here in my Tinker Corner, as I call it, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about how I design my woodworking projects, a project that I have in the works for this area, and a couple of things that I picked up to complete or enhance the work that I do here. I'm Linn, and this is the Darbin Orvar channel. Okay, well, some of you may remember the kind of progression of this Tinker Corner area here. First I started with building this desk, then I started building this organizer to house all my electronic supply, and that was initially what I wanted to do here. That's what I was thinking about, working on electronic stuff, which I have, and it's been really great for that. But I've also started to integrate more design work here, because when I work on my projects, I really like to just sit down and sketch things out on paper. That is my preferred way of doing it. The great thing about that is that you don't need a lot of space. You need like a good light and then some supplies. I guess that's another thing too, is when you have a small space like this, this shop is not that big. I think that it's really useful to, really have zones for different tasks. So my Tinker Corner zone here has the electronics work and the design work. And then I have other zones to do other things. So this part here, electronics related, resistors, wires, all these kinds of electronic supplies component, it's filling up, or it's pretty much filled up. But for my various design parts, I am thinking about building an organizer for the back wall here, removing the periodic table painting and kind of building this whole, pretty flat to the wall. But that can house my paper, my drawing supplies, pens, pencils, various types of art supplies, X-Acto knives, stamp supplies. By the way, I have a video coming out on Make soon about making stamps. And I wanted to mirror the feel of here. So it's going to be MDF as well and have a similar look to this organizer. Because I really wanted to feel like one space with something that kind of anchors the space on the wall as well. So I'm actually just thinking about what do I need for that? What are the kind of art supplies that I need? What can help me do better work? And then just to kind of encourage myself, I picked up a couple of things that I've been wanting to get for some time now. And I just wanted to kind of share those things because I always like to see that when other people do that. And this is all from Amazon, and I'll put some link in the description too if any of you guys want to check out these products as well. First up, I got some really nice artist pens. These go from really, really thin to pretty thick. And I love them. They're really, really nice. And having nice pens is always something that I think is kind of overlooked. It really makes a big difference. Sometimes when you walk into a really nice store and they have a lot of the pens kind of organized almost like individually or like in a bunch, kind of cubbies, but at an angle so that you can fit more. So that's what I'm going to do with those. I got a nice compass. So I have an old one and I never really liked it. It just wasn't that nice. So I picked up, this is a stainless steel one, and it is very, it's very nice. It has a really good feel, and you don't actually tighten it or anything. It just kind of, it's very nice. And one thing I really like about it is that I have the little graphite in here, like a pencil. But you can also put a tip in it. It comes with a couple of these graphites, and that way you have the perfect length on the pens. So it's not like, sometimes I think that when you put a pencil in a compass, it's hard to get the super right distance to make circles. But this way, it's always perfect. So I love this thing. I've been playing with it a little bit, and it's really nice. Okay, another thing I got is this swivel arm protractor. Swivel arm protractor. And this is just to make angles with. For drawings, for sketches, and I thought this could come in real handy for various drawings. Another thing I got was a new seamstress tape. So this is like, you can find this, you know, about Amazon, but this is like for sewing. And my previous one, or I have a couple, but my previous one I cut up and used for a jig. When I needed a measuring tape, I cut it up. So I picked this one up, and I really wanted one that kind of was popped color, so it would stand out against this color here. Oh, and then I got this Architect Pocket Scale, which is like a little ruler that looks like a triangle. And it has a really nice feel. It lays flat, and I just think it's going to be so nice to make drawings with, just because it lies flat so nice, and it has various measurements on here. Another thing I got too was these little canvases, little tiny canvases, because I'm playing with some art concepts to kind of decorate this area. So I got these little guys for that. So yeah, I'm just really looking to make this space as useful as possible, as useful as I can make it. I really want to thank my patrons over at Patreon for supporting my work. I really, really appreciate it. And some of these concepts I have talked a little bit about in my weekly Patreon vlogs as well, so it may be a little bit familiar to some of you. But yeah, otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I have a couple of videos coming out soon. One of which is that make video about the stamps, and yeah, otherwise thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.